Spider-Man 4 officially sets the director in Shang-Chi helmer Dustin Daniel Cretton, but it also means that Shang-Chi 2 is going to be delayed. Now, this is a comic book movie with Mark Cassidy again. Ever since we learned that Spider-Man No Way Home director John Watts would not return to helm the next film in the franchise, reports have been swirling online about who might be in line to take over, with the likes of Justin Lin from Fast and the Furious, Drew Goddard from The Cabin in the Woods, and Adil El Arabi and Balio Faleo, Miss Marvel, and Batgirl emerging as rumored contenders. Now, we have confirmation that Spider-Man 4, not its official title, has found its director in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings helmer Dustin Daniel Cretton. While Cretton's name had also popped up, he was thought to be the least likely to take the job, considering prior comments to several other projects, including a Shang-Chi sequel, which he is still attached to. According to The Hollywood Reporter, when Cretton exited Avengers The Kang Dynasty, now titled Avengers Doomsday, Marvel was determined to find another feature for him, and him nabbing the Spider-Man gig is seen as a vote of confidence on his work on Wonder Man. The trade also confirms that that Spider-Man 4 is running, not crawling, full steam ahead, and will shoot early next year. However, good news for Spider-Man 4 is bad news for the Shang-Chi sequel. According to Variety, Cretton has also been developing a sequel to Shang-Chi, but a source close to the production says that Spider-Man 4 is currently the priority for the studio. As a result, that movie has now been put on the back burner and will no longer be released before the next Avengers movies. This also suggests Marvel Studios won't look for another director to helm Shang-Chi 2 and rush it out without Cretton, who has developed Disney Plus's Wonder Man for them, as I mentioned previously. Back when the director was attached to the Avengers and the Kang Dynasty, it looked like he might take charge of Shang-Chi and the Wreckage of Time, the sequel's rumored title revealed by copyright listings in 2022, as a direct lead-in to that ensemble project. That was back when the Ten Rings almost certainly had ties to Kang, and with the villain now sidelined for Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom, we'd imagine the Shang-Chi sequel will be redeveloped for the next saga of the MCU storytelling. Very little has been revealed about Spider-Man 4, and despite months of rumors ranging from a team-up with Daredevil to Sydney Sweeney playing Black Cat, the trades have had little to new intel to share. Previous rumors have claimed that Sony's Tom Rothman and Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige have had some disagreements when it came to the story, with the latter hoping to scale the multiversal elements back for a smaller eventual. Rothman, meanwhile, is said to want to capitalize on No Way Home's success by bringing Maguire and Garfield back as their respective roles on Peter Parker, or respective takes on Peter Parker. For speculating, we'd say Garfield and Maguire would be more likely to return for Secret Wars, but that doesn't mean that this next solo Spidey movie won't lay the groundwork. Tom Holland, of course, will be back as the MCU Spidey along Zendaya as MJ, through Deadline's report notes that their deals are yet to officially close. Holland is believed to be growing weary of playing the iconic hero, so this could be his final solo outing as the wall crawler, though he will almost certainly play a part in both of the upcoming Avengers films. We have the best in the business working towards whatever the story might be, Holland said in a recent interview, but until it's cracked, we have a legacy to protect, Holland explained. The third movie was so special in so many ways that we need to make sure that we do it right. No Way Home scribes Chris McKenna and Eric Summers are writing the script. I think this is excellent news. I can't think of a better director, especially when you look at how Shang-Chi was handled. From the familial elements to the actual fight sequences and fight choreography and action. I think this is amazing, and there's nothing that says that knowing that Cretton is so closely tied to Shang-Chi that he doesn't bring Shang-Chi into the movie. He may not be like a main focal point, but I can't think of a better way to get Simu Liu back involved prior to Avengers, and to kind of give him some work and stuff like that. I'm sure there's ways you're going to have to redirect what he was doing anyway, since you're kind of going away from Kang, and it sounded like the rings were going to be associated with Kang. So I don't even think that that's necessarily a bad idea to get him involved in this movie. So I'm very excited to see what they're going to do with that. It does genuinely bum me out that Shang-Chi 2 is going to be delayed. It's probably been one of the most successful films outside of the legacy films of Guardians 3 and Spider-Man 3. It has certainly been the most successful origin story film in Phase 4 and Phase 5. So I am very sad to see that is going to be put on the back burner. But, good things come to those who wait. And I think that everything will ultimately be just fine. I really hope they don't go with another multiversal Spider-Man thing. Not for 4. I'd rather see them show up in Secret Wars. If you really want to do that, Sony, by all means, do another movie I mentioned this. Do like a kind of like a grindhouse scenario and do 2 shorter films, like a 90-minute and a 90-minute. One with Toby and what's going on with him, one with Andrew, and then if that is what leads into them in Secret Wars, I think that would be awesome. Like, you want to build out your Spider-Verse, do it that way. Literally go and do your thing, and what have they been up to since No Way Home is off, and then they get dragged back into this whole mess. I think that would be awesome. And let Spider-Man 4, that is like supposed to be specifically in the MCU, just let that be a street level Tom Holland finally like focused on Tom Holland's Peter focused on New York and not space, you know, as Nick Fury said in the second one, or Skrull Fury, you know, you've been to space, bitch. Let's just focus on New York. Let's just focus on Queens. You know what I'm saying? So but all that being said, let me know what you think about the director choice. Let me know what you think about Shang-Chi being pushed back. I want to know what you have to say in the comments.